John D. Rockefeller, the renowned oil magnate, is widely regarded as the wealthiest American of all time, with an estimated net worth of around $400 billion in today's currency, even after generously donating a substantial portion of his fortune. However, his journey to immense wealth began with humble origins. Born into a large family, John faced numerous challenges, including an absent father who was known for selling worthless potions as a con man. Consequently, from a young age, he shouldered the responsibility of providing for his family, taking on odd jobs such as tending to neighbors' turkeys or selling potatoes and candy. Although these endeavors did not yield significant income, John displayed exceptional talent and dedication, enabling him to save enough money to offer small loans to others. This entrepreneurial instinct emerged even during his boyhood. At the age of 16, he made the decision to drop out of school and pursue his first real job as a bookkeeper, earning a mere 50 cents per day. However, despite dedicating 2 years to this role, his employers refused to grant him a meaningful raise. Driven by his ambition to amass $100,000, John recognized the necessity of establishing his own business to achieve this lofty goal. Fortunately, his initial job provided him with valuable lessons, experience, connections, and a favorable reputation. Armed with these assets, he managed to raise $4,000 to embark on his own venture, a business specializing in the sale of goods such as meat, hay, and grain. Remarkably, in its inaugural year, this enterprise generated nearly $500,000 in revenue. Although Rockefeller did not retain all of this wealth, as a significant portion was reinvested in the business and utilized for loans, it provided him with a substantial capital base for seizing a momentous opportunity that would forever alter the course of his life: oil. In 1859, the first American oil well was discovered, marking the onset of the Pennsylvania oil rush. Recognizing that the real profits lay in oil refining rather than drilling, Rockefeller, then only 24 years old, employed the funds from his initial business to establish an oil refinery. Concurrently, he crossed paths with Henry Flagler, a man keen on investing in his enterprise. Together, they founded the Standard Oil Company and embarked on an ambitious acquisition spree, purchasing smaller oil refineries that refiners unwilling to sell their oil to him. Rockefeller resorted to undercutting their prices, thereby diverting customers to his own operations. This predatory strategy forced smaller companies out of business, enabling the Standard Oil Company to expand rapidly across the entire country. As their size and influence grew, so did their negotiating power. Leveraging their dominance, they secured favorable rates, prices, and discounts, while also implementing cost-cutting measures. Rockefeller's reputation for engaging in questionable secret deals further contributed to the company's success. By the 1870s, his oil company possessed a staggering 90% share of the world's oil refining industry, boasting 20,000 oil wells, over 100,000 employees, and an estimated value that, by today's standards, would approach $1 trillion. Unparalleled as this empire may have been, Rockefeller was not content to rest on his laurels. Recognizing that the two most influential industries of the time were oil and railroads, he set his sights on monopolizing the railroad industry in a manner similar to what he had achieved with oil. However, as he extended his dominion into yet another sector, he began to face widespread public condemnation. Depicted as the embodiment of corporate greed and cruelty, Rockefeller attracted scrutiny and prompted the introduction of legislation aimed at preventing such monopolies. The Sherman Antitrust Act, in particular, was enacted to counteract his growing empire, eventually resulting in the breakup of Standard Oil into various subsidiaries. Nevertheless, over time, many of these subsidiaries merged back together, and some still exist today, such as BP and Chevron. As Rockefeller retained his shares in these divided entities, he remained the richest individual in the world at the time of his death, solidifying his status as the wealthiest self-made man in modern history. Contemplating John D. Rockefeller's legacy prompts a nuanced evaluation. On one hand, he made oil an affordable commodity, significantly impacting the masses. Rising from humble beginnings, he constructed a business empire that may never be paralleled. Furthermore, his philanthropic endeavors, with donations totaling around $540 million when adjusted for inflation, rank him among the most accomplished philanthropists. Rockefeller's ascent to power was characterized by ruthless and exploitative business practices. He frequently resorted to bullying, extortion, and ruthless tactics to eliminate competition. Biographer Ron Chernow aptly describes him as a figure of stark contradictions, embodying both remarkable benevolence and unscrupulous behavior. However, what remains undeniable is his enduring legacy as an individual of extraordinary wealth and influence. John D. Rockefeller's impact on the world will forever be etched in history.